What scenes last night at the Riverside, with the celebrations from Chris Rigg and Isidore at the end, with the flagpole and the shirt and everything. Unbelievable. Welcome Happy Mackams to another video on the channel. In this one we're briefly going to be talking about the main points that happened last night. Also the signing of Jayden Danns from Liverpool has hit a stumbling block because you'd never guess what, he's injured. We're also going to be talking about '09's mistake. The fact that Enzo had Aylan on toast and the absolutely outrageous finish by Wilson Isidore.
Sunderland! Oh, how cool was that?
But before we get on with the rest of the video, do us a massive favour, hit the thumbs up on this one and subscribe if you're brand new to the channel. We are killing it on YouTube at the minute, thanks to years lot. Now then, we'll kick things off with Jayden Danns. He signed from Liverpool on loan for the end of the season, and when he was having his medical, an injury popped up on his lower back. And he's had to go back to Liverpool to do some rehab before he comes back to Sunderland. It's just typical Sunderland buying players that's injured. But before people jump in the comments start giving us it mustn't be that lad bad, because the lad himself didn't even realise he had this injury before he was going into his medical. It's something popped up, so I cannot see it being an extensive injury where he's going to be out for ages. I cannot see that happening. Game last night, I was very nervous when I seen the formation, simply because of what happened against Plymouth Argyle. The lads just seemed disjointed and we just didn't suit this formation, and Reggie went with it again. But the difference is he brought in Dan Neil back into his natural position just in front of the back four. I'm saying it's his natural position now because he's made this his own, sitting in front of that defence. And my God, Dan Neil was mint last night. I'm not just talking about his goal, his deflected goal.
Retrieved by Dan Neil, deflection takes it in!
It was absolutely outstanding last night. Now, against Plymouth, Samed got his first start in that position. And although he didn't do out wrong, he had a high pass rate, but it was slow passing, sideways, backways. There was no forward passing, it was just very slow. But basically, that was his first minutes, and he needed time to get up to scratch. When he came on against Borough last night, right, he kept things so calm. When it was going end to end, and it was looking like, oh, we need somebody with calm head on the shoulders. Just like Brown, for instance, when, you know, a game's just seems as if either team can win it, and Brown comes on and he just calms it down. That's exactly what Samed done last night. He was making them safe passes. He wasn't overcomplicating things, and he done min for us when he did come on. Now, taking things back to the start, Sunderland for the first 25 minutes, and it's becoming typical Sunderland because we've done it against Burnley. We're taking a while to grow into the game, and last night Borough got a goal ahead, and we were very lucky not that they weren't 2 or 3 up, because they did have numerous chances. Now, they had a chance before they scored with Ford's header straight at Patterson. But then the goal came, and do you know, it shouldn't have been a goal simply because it was a foul before the goal. Roberts, there was 2 little attempts at him, but the second one for me was the foul. And the ref just looked at it as if nothing happened. I thought, oh, we're getting done here. But it was a great ball through. It split the defence in half. And it was a timed run to perfection by Bergzog. And it was a good finish. There's no Patterson could have done once he's one-on-one, really.
And Bergzog is onside. He's timed it to perfection. And
he tried to make himself big, but it was a good finish. Now, straight after that, they were still relentless with his pressure. And the same player just flashed a shot wide. And I thought, oh my God, I thought it was in. I really did. And they got one-on-one as well, but it was a good save by Patterson. I thought, my God, we're getting away with this one. But slowly but surely, Sunderland start to find the rhythm. We start making a few passes together, getting down that right-hand side. But then on 33 minutes, Sunderland got the equaliser through Enzo on one side. He sees the vision by Enzo, mind. It's just something else. He sees him unmarked in the penalty area. Instead of crossing it in front of the defence, he pulls it back to Rigg. The shot what Rigg had got blocked. Dan Neil done really well to retrieve that ball back, and then he drives forward, bangs it Tax's deflection off Edmondson and into the bottom corner, and Danns was buzzing. He started giving it all of that to the fans. I was absolutely out of the mood.
Retrieved by Danns, deflection takes it in!
I'm so glad for Danns to get that goal, because like I said, he's been man of the match in about 5 or 6 games previous, and if one of them deserved a goal, it was him, and so I'm buzzing he got on the score sheet. But the half-time whistle coming, I thought for large periods of that first half, Borough were the better team, but Sunderland got back themselves into the game. Like I said, they grew into that game. Then on 51 minutes, Cirkin wins the ball back off Middlesbrough. Then in a flash, without even looking, Enzo knew where Wilson Isidore was, and he plays that forward killer pass. Wilson with his electric pace runs onto it, running down towards goal. And if you remember QPR versus Sunderland years ago, Stefan Session, if you know, you know. He does exactly the same as that. Checks the keeper, sits him on his arse, empty goal, taps it in. And then the celebrations with the Sunderland fans. Sunderland took the lead 2-1.
Out to Cirkin. Lefay, a pass that's on the money. It's Wilson Isidore for Sunderland. Oh, how cool was that?
Now this is a big talking point. This is where they equalised through Hackney. Now, for me, at the time, I called it was 09's fault. That's what I said. On the stream, Stephen was having none of it. He'll not when it comes to Luke 09. But for me personally, Luke 09's got the ball. He sees Job has got 2 closing in on him, and he plays the most tame pass into Job. And Job's trying to hold him off to get to that ball, and he cannot get there in time. The Middlesbrough players get on it, and then Hackney with an absolute peach of a strike. Patterson couldn't do naught about that one, and it was an equaliser.
Morris has made that his. Potential here, Hackney!
But for me, you have to put the majority of the blame there on Luke 09. But see, this is exactly what I mean with football. You cannot be too critical of footballers. On our stream, everybody was saying, 09, get him out the team, get him out this, get him out that. Very late on, he made an outstanding recovery because Cirkin slipped. The Borough player crosses it in, and if 09 didn't make this diving header, he tried his best to get it clear. If he doesn't do that and bail out Cirkin, it was a tap in for the Borough player. And then for our goal, the winning goal, what he did was he won the ball back and he made a class ball out of the top towards Lefay.
But here's 09.
Then Lefay watched the ball. He knew Elan was closing in on him. So first time touch, breaks down the wing, smashes it across the box. Ryan Giles couldn't do naught about it, and he puts it into his own net.
There is a moment left for them. Lefay with a delivery. Oh, extraordinary goal!
Sunderland take the lead 3-2. Now in the later stage, Privia came on. Sunderland could have made it 4-2, and he slips on the ball. It wasn't his fault. He was doing well throughout this game. He gets the ball, and it was just a wet pitch, and he just slips. Honestly, I thought he was scored. As soon as I seen Privia on it, the game before when he was playing for the under-21s, he was a similar position. He was running on goal. He was going left. He was going right. Then he gets inside, whips it around the keeper. So when he got this ball, I thought, nah, he's scoring here. And he just went down at the wrong time. But the great thing about what Pavia had done, he got quick on his feet, chased the ball down and took the man out. He took the yellow card because Borough were breaking forward. And I thought, you know what, he's recovered well and done the right thing there. And then very late on again, Mienda, he could have made it 4-2. He gets the ball, he's in the box. He could have squared it. No, sorry, he has the shot. It comes back to him. But when the shot comes back to him, in perfect position, was Pavia and Job. All he has to do is pull it back. And they've got to tap in. And he doesn't. He gets greedy, guns for the shot. But listen, I couldn't give a flying, basically, as long as we won that game. Like Stephen said, if it guns off Elan's man bone and it's an own goal, I'm not bothered as long as we win that game. And that's what we did last night. Now, do you know what it is for me? We've got to start games a hell of a lot more faster than what we are doing, because it gives the team that little confidence booster. They're like, the tails get up and they start coming at us. And Middlesbrough did take the lead. I know you could argue the fact that it was a foul and we gifted them the other goal with Hackney, which was it was a good finish in the end. He did have a lot to do after the fact, but it was still a gift right round the edge of the box. We need to cut out these silly mistakes and start with intent from the get-go. Start with a high press and get at these teams. Now, hopefully, the way the celebrations were gone, the way we're winning games now, we're just picking up points at this vital time. Now, me and Stephen were talking, and the stream, majority of us are saying it's a good point away, you know, it is a good point. But we managed to get all three. So now it'll be followed up amazingly with Watford at home on Saturday. Hopefully we can get a lot of bodies in the stadium alike, and we can be the 12th man for the Sunderland team. But for me, we should be winning that game. But we've got more to talk about that in our match preview on Thursday. I just thought I'd drop on and give you a little video about last night, as it's still a hot topic, especially the way the celebrations were at the end of the game. And also, Wilson Isidore, I absolutely love him. He's my favourite Sunderland player at the minute. He gave a massive shout out to Dodds, and he done that on the interview as well. I was laughing my head off because he went to do it, then he went, oh, he didn't mean to do it. He thought, oh no, I feel shit. But no, he shouted out Dodds and says good luck to all of the future and stuff like that.
Hey, Doddsy, we're going to miss you, and good luck in your next challenge.
But that's about it. Let us know your thoughts on the game last night. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you in the match preview. How are the lads?